Whether you are athletic or not, this specific sport can shed some light on the obstacles in your life and how to overcome. Take a listen to this podcast and learn how you can become the high jumper in your life and in your circumstances. Welcome to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. I'm Regina Sanchez, your host, and I'm so glad you're here. Starting over after trauma can be a blend of real pain and some hope, sadness and then some joy. It's a mixture of moments of faith and then moments of fear. There will be times when you'd rather not remember, but then times of excitement. You may fail along the way, but if you keep moving forward, your discouragement will turn to peace. Some days you may feel like giving up, and other days you're running in your race to victory. That, my friend, is a journey of having a fresh start after trauma. And if you are in any of these places and need some encouragement, you have stopped at the right place. Let's journey together to giving you a fresh start after trauma. Join me now to be revived, rejuvenated, and restored to a place of living free from your past emotional pain. Welcome, friends, to my podcast, Giving You a Fresh Start After Trauma. It fills my heart when I know that you're listening to my messages because they are inspired by my Father in heaven. Let's get started. I love this message He gave me to share with you. Did you ever see the competition of the high jump? It's something that totally puts me in awe. The strength, endurance, and mind control one must have to be able to get over the pole is amazing to me. It must take hours and hours of practice to be able to successfully lift your body over the pole without knocking the pole down. I'm sure these athletes are very conscious of what they eat, getting restorative sleep, and having the right mindset to accomplish their goal of getting over that pole. If they have a defeatist mindset as they prepare to run and jump, the likelihood that they will be successful is very slim. It wouldn't surprise me that as they are standing at the end of the track preparing to run and jump, that they are even visualizing their body making it over the pole. I'm sure they have knocked the pole down many, many times, but their right mindset picks up the pole, puts it back in place, and tries again and again and again until they perfected this skill. What's their diet like? Is it full of sugary foods or is it good, healthy protein to build muscle? I think we know the answer to that. Well, what if I were to say that the high jump is the same as life? In life, you will have obstacles. The key will be what you let those obstacles do to you and how you overcome them. Will you have a defeatist attitude and pull yourself down, feel sorry for yourself, and give up? Or will you be like that high jumper and keep trying to overcome until you have success? Just like a high jumper must go over the pole for victory, it's the same with the obstacles in your life. Number one, it doesn't do any good to go under the pole. That's taking the easy way and you will not have success. Number two, you can't go around it. That's just plain cheating. Number three, bottom line, you must learn to go over it. And that is where you will have victory. Just like going over the high jump bar, you must go over your obstacles. By feeling defeated and just hoping it'll go away will not give you the emotional victory you need, because I guarantee that issue will arise again. Wouldn't it be better to have the tools to go over that new obstacle in your life? Sometimes it's hard to wrap our brain around how to navigate our obstacles, and that's where God's wisdom needs to come into play. He sees down the road what's going on, and He knows the steps that you need to take to get to the other side. Love this statement that I heard years ago. Sometimes in order to get to, you have to go through. early in my walk with the Lord when I did not have a full understanding of how God's kingdom operates. And by the way, I am still learning. I used to think that if God said something, it would magically happen. Needless to say, you can imagine the disappointments I had as I waited for God to do something. It took many years to finally learn that He wanted me to partner with Him to overcome my obstacles. Yes, He's mighty and powerful and could zap me out of any issue for sure. But how much more powerful will I be when I allow His wisdom to rise in me and give me the strategy for victory, and then take those steps? Then I will be like Job when he said, "I've heard of you my whole life. Now I see you with my eyes." If you're not familiar with the story of Job in the Bible, he was one who had one massive obstacle after another. He lost his children, his fortunes, his cattle, his servants, and his health. And the only thing he had left was his wife, and she was so disgusted as to what had happened that she told Job, "Curse God and die." She, in essence, was mocking Job for his faith in God. His friends came to minister to him and just twisted the truth about God. Finally, God came and spoke to Job and asked him hundreds of questions about who he, God, was and what he, God, created. He asked Job if he had any part in creating the universe and all that's in it. Job had no response other than to say, "I know that you can do all things and that no thought or purpose of yours can be restrained." And that's from Job 42:2. God then restored all, let me say that again, all back to Job after he prayed for his friends. Job finally got to a place where he no longer lived on hearing about God because he himself saw with his eyes God's miraculous power. Is that you? Have you heard about God all your life, but you don't have that personal experience of His love, His power, His protection, His victory, His success, His health, or His prosperity? Know that you can have that, but it requires you to have faith and to seek God's wisdom and follow His direction. Then, when you come out the other side in victory, and that is His promise, you will see with your eyes how much He loves you, is there for you, and wants you to live in His kingdom in abundance. Now go, do your best in faith, and God will handle the rest. Don't be afraid. Go be like that high jumper, always ready to jump over the pole. I know you can do it. Be blessed and encouraged, my friends. Thank you for listening and taking the time to hear this message. I pray that it blesses you and that you do feel like you can begin at least trying to be that high jumper. So once again, be blessed, be encouraged, know that you're loved. Share this message with anyone you know that may need to hear it, or listen again yourself to maybe let this truth penetrate into your heart. God bless. Thanks for listening. Thank you, my friends, for taking the time to listen to my podcast. I hope you found it uplifting and encouraging, and that it guides you to having peace, love, joy, and health in your life. If you would like more information on my coaching programs, then go to my website, reginasanchez.com, where you can see the services I offer to give you a fresh start after trauma. You can also find my book, Can I Have Your Heart, Daddy, on Amazon. It is my personal journey back to the heart of my Heavenly Father. Be blessed, be encouraged, and know that you are loved.